General Ralph Berg, a 50-year-old American Jewish male with short, dark hair, is tapping on his computer keyboard. A knock on his office door sounded. The general authoritatively commands, "Come in." The colonel opens the door and enters his office with the major right behind him. Both stop at his desk and salute their superior, and in turn the general returns a salute, then commands them to stand at ease. "Thank you, sir," replied both officers as they stood at ease. General Berg asks with curiosity, "What brings you both here?" "You are looking a bit grave." Colonel Zeke answers as he straightens his back. "Sir, we have uncovered some serious financial discrepancies in the budget. $1.3 trillion appears to be siphoned and laundered through various channels." General Berg leans back, a smile creeping onto his face as if amused by the revelation. $1.3 trillion. "Well, isn't that a tidy sum?" the general says almost mockingly. Major Amma takes a step forward and says with an incredulous voice, "Sir, this is no laughing matter. This could be corruption at the highest level." Berg's expression shifts, an unsettling bravado washing over him as he leans forward. "Major, you misunderstand. This isn't something to worry about. In fact, it is something I am quite proud of." The atmosphere in the room shifts dramatically. Both officers exchange shocked glances. Colonel Zeke is shocked by General Berg's response. "You are admitting to this? Why would you even say something like that?" General Berg proudly shrugs. "Because the $1.3 trillion I have just siphoned is merely the start. I have my eyes set on something much larger. In fact, I am about to receive a commendation, a seat at the table of the old world order." Major Amma is disgusted by the colonel's confession. "Sir, you are talking about treasonous acts against our own country. You can't just betray your oath and your people." General Berg laughs coldly, the humor in his tone chilling. "Oh, please, wake up, Major. The true power isn't in the unwashed masses. They are nothing but the unbegun. They hold no real power and never will. They are nothing but tax cattle that deserve to be fleeced for everything they have. The old world order controls everything. Their influence is felt worldwide. They are the puppeteers, and the unwashed masses are mere pawns to be sacrificed to further the old world order's goals." Colonel Zeke's throat started tightening. "So you have chosen this path? Selling out your own men and women, just for a taste of power?" With a satisfied grin, General Berg leans forward, eyes gleaming with mischief. "Wow, you catch on quick, Haywood," the general said with arrogance and sarcasm. "That is precisely it. But do not despair, you two, because I come bearing gifts. If you both play ball, there is $100 million each in it for you. But that's only the beginning. I will guarantee immediate promotions, a rank of general for both of you, and a seat at the old world order's table in 3 years." General Berg leans forward, believing that both of them would bite. "How does that sound, General Zeke Haywood? General Amma Enki?" Major Amma's expression hardens and her pride ignites. She then asks defiantly, "And if my answer is no, sir?" This takes not only General Berg by surprise, but also Colonel Zeke. The general's eyes narrowed in disbelief. "Then maybe you are not as smart as I thought you were, Major." Major Amma leans forward, her voice steady and unwavering. "Or maybe I am not as corrupt as you." "Sir." Surprise flits across both officers' faces, a moment of bravery forming a bridge of solidarity. General Berg, incensed, warns the major, "You do know who your superior is, right? Another act of insubordination will lead to a court-martial." Major Amma's voice remains steady. "I stand by my convictions, even if it means facing those consequences." General Berg's smile falters. He wheels back into a fury, determined to win them over. He raises his hands for calm and shifts gears. "All right, you drive a hard bargain, but I will sweeten the pot. $150 million each, immediate promotions to general for both of you, and a guaranteed seat at the old world order table in 2 years. Accept it now, or you can choose option B." Colonel Zeke and Major Amma share another glance, uncertainty creeping into their minds. Colonel Zeke sighed deeply and shook his head. With all due respect, sir, I cannot support this. I swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution from all enemies, foreign. Colonel Zeke looks fearlessly into the eyes of General Berg and domestic. Major Amma adds, I too refuse to break my oath for greed or power, sir. Disappointment crossed General Berg's face. He picks up the phone, dialing numbers furiously. He forcefully commands into the phone, "Get in here now." The general then walked over to the two officers. You two are foolish for throwing away your careers. Had you chosen wisely, you would have been set for life. Moments later, 4 soldiers enter the room, their expressions steely and serious. Zeke Haywood. Amma Enki, the general's voice boomed. Under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, Articles 89 and 91, you are both under arrest. You will be stripped of your ranks and detained pending a military tribunal. Colonel Zeke's spirit flares as he turns to Berg defiantly. As he is being carted away, his voice raises, "You won't get away with this, Berg." General Berg merely smirks, paying no value to the former colonel's empty and toothless threat. You should have considered your options more carefully, Zeke boy. As the soldiers take Zeke and Amma away, feelings of betrayal and bitter anger linger in the air. The climax of the confrontation reaches a boiling point. In the dimly lit corridor of the Pentagon, both officers are taken away as the reality of what they stood for weighs heavily on their hearts. Betrayed but undaunted, they walk into an uncertain future.